Raiders of the Lost Ark is a 1981 American action-adventure film directed by Steven Spielberg. In this video, we'll go through the deleted scenes from the film. Did you know that Indiana Jones ultimately had no impact on the outcome of the movie? Deleted scenes are sequences that were filmed but ultimately left out of a movie's final cut. These scenes can range from fully completed footage to rough, unfinished versions. They are often included as bonus material in home media releases, documentaries, or rare television broadcasts. Deleted scenes almost always appear in a film's workprint or other early edit versions, though these versions can be extremely difficult to find. In some cases, deleted or extended scenes are included in special editions of a film, such as a director's cut or special edition. If the deleted scenes haven't been released publicly, their content can often be reconstructed from scripts. Production documentation can also help determine which scripted scenes were actually filmed. Raiders of the Lost Ark is written by Lawrence Kasdan, based on a story by George Lucas and Philip Kaufman. Filmed in 1936, Indiana Jones, a globe-trotting archaeologist vying with Nazi German forces to recover the long-lost Ark of the Covenant, which is said to make an army invincible. Teaming up with his tough former romantic interest, Marion Ravenwood, Jones races to stop rival archaeologist René Belloc from guiding the Nazis to the Ark and its power. Raiders of the Lost Ark stands as one of the cornerstones of modern adventure cinema and one of the most influential films ever made. It reshaped the 1980s film industry and redefined the entire action-adventure genre. The movie combined the spirit of classic 1930s and 1940s adventure serials with modern storytelling and cutting-edge special effects. Its influence can be seen in countless films, video games, and television series that have since tried to replicate its tone and pacing. Raiders of the Lost Ark also launched one of the most iconic franchises in cinematic history. It was followed by 4 sequels, and the franchise has expanded into television, video games, comic books, novels, and a vast range of merchandise. The deleted scenes featured in this video are divided into 2 categories. First, we'll go through the scenes for which video footage still exists. Second, we'll explore the scenes and material known to have been at least partially filmed but for which no footage has ever surfaced. Deleted scenes, what can be found? Deleted Scene 1, Sepito falls into the hole. At the beginning of the film, Sepito slips and falls into a hole. Indy helps pull him out.
Give me your hand.
Deleted Scene 2, After-Class Studies. When Jones returns to teach at the university, he's interrupted by a student named Susan.
5 minutes. Will you go have a cup of coffee? Not now, dear. Professor Jones has a very important meeting.
I was hoping we'd have some sort of a conference.
I'll be back in my office around noon. All right? Noon?
Deleted Scene 3, Marion's Drinking Contest. Marion's iconic drinking contest, seen in the film, was originally shot as a longer sequence. Deleted Scene 4, Marion's Kiss. Right before Indy leaves the Raven Bar, he approaches Marion and they share a kiss. Deleted Scene 5, Streets of Cairo. A short scene showing Marion and Indy walking through a bustling market street in Cairo. Deleted Scene 6, The Sword Fight. The original version of the Cairo sword fight was planned as an elaborate duel between Indy's whip and the swordsman's blade. However, Harrison Ford was suffering from dysentery and exhaustion due to the Tunisian heat. Frustrated, Ford reportedly told Spielberg, "Why don't we just shoot the bastard?" Spielberg loved the idea, and the rest of the choreographed fight was dropped. Deleted Scene 7. Sala in a state of panic. While Indy is in the map room, Sala serves food to German soldiers, but everything goes hilariously wrong.
Was Sie nicht essen wollen? Was ist, spinnst du? Du Vollidiot! Geh doch weg! Ich bring dich du Schwein!
Deleted Scene 8. The exit is this way. Trapped in the well of souls, Indy and Marion search desperately for a way out.
This is the worst dream I ever had.
Hey. This way. Come on.
Deleted Scene 9. Escape from the tomb. Following the previous scene, an Arab worker removes a stone from the tomb's exterior wall, only to be startled as Indy and Marion crawl out through the opening. Deleted Scene 10. The periscope. When the Nazis seize the Ark of the Covenant and transport it by submarine, Indy latches onto the vessel's periscope, clinging to it to follow the Ark to its next destination. Deleted Scene 11. Bellic's preparation. Before the Ark is opened, Bellic is shown preparing himself for the ritual, adding an eerie calm before the climactic sequence. Next, we'll go through the fully deleted scenes that were at least partially filmed, but no footage has ever been publicly released. Deleted Scene 1. The Eyes of the Chachapoyan Fertility Idol. In the film's opening sequence, the Chachapoyan fertility idol was originally designed so that its eyes would follow Indy as he moved through the chamber. Although this detail was ultimately cut, a brief moment remains in the final film. If you look closely as the camera pushes in for its first clear view of the idol, its eyes can be seen shifting slightly back and forth, tracking Indy's movement. Deleted Scene 2. The Imam's Warning. In a deleted moment, the Imam warns Indy and Salah of the Ark's deadly power, explaining that anyone who touches or even looks directly at it will die. This scene was intended to foreshadow the film's climactic finale, clarifying why Indy and Marion survive the divine wrath when the Ark is opened. Deleted Scene 3. Salah's execution. In this scene, Colonel Dietrich orders that Salah be executed and commands a young German soldier to carry out the act. However, the soldier hesitates and, moved by compassion or fear, decides to let Salah escape instead. In addition to the deleted scenes, many sequences in the film were originally much longer. For example, at the beginning of the movie, beyond the previously mentioned moment when Satipo falls into the pit, the temple scene originally featured several additional traps and obstacles that were later shortened or removed. Similarly, the Cairo marketplace sequence included more extended interactions and events, with extra shots and dialogue that expanded the atmosphere of the bustling bazaar before being trimmed down for pacing in the final cut. The question of why scenes are cut or shortened in films can be answered by the film's pacing and the critical runtime requirements. It is very common for scenes to be shortened or removed entirely to match the general rule of thumb where one script page equals 1 minute of screen time. At the same time, filmmakers aim to maintain the film's tempo and dynamism. The film's original workprint reportedly ran close to 180 minutes, from which the final theatrical version was cut. The deleted scenes do not significantly alter the story or introduce new plot twists. Instead, they mainly serve to enrich and expand the existing narrative. From a storytelling perspective, Raiders of the Lost Ark contains an interesting detail often discussed by fans and critics alike. Indiana Jones ultimately has no real impact on the outcome of the story. In theory, even if Indy had not been part of the plot, events would have unfolded in nearly the same way. The Nazis would still have discovered the location of the Ark of the Covenant, recovered it, opened it, and met the same fatal end. Jones's only true contribution would have been ensuring that the Ark was later recovered and placed in government storage. That said, this observation does little to diminish the excitement and sense of adventure that define Raiders of the Lost Ark. The film's spirit lies in its pacing, tension, and cinematic craftsmanship rather than in plot causality. The trimming of material ultimately helped balance the film's rhythm and runtime, making it one of the most tightly crafted adventure movies ever made. Still, like with many classic films, devoted fans continue to wish for a longer, extended version that reveals more of what was originally filmed. The channel has released a restored edition version of the movie, where most of the deleted scenes leaked to the public have been cut in and integrated into the film's presentation. It's worth checking out. You can find the link to the video at the end of this video, as well as in the video description. Write in the comments if any deleted scene was new to you, what thoughts it sparked, and whether you think it should have been included in the original movie. Also, do you know of any other deleted scenes from the film that weren't mentioned in the video? Don't forget to like the video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to do so. By subscribing to the channel, you will receive a reminder when new interesting videos are uploaded to the channel so you don't miss them.
Susan. That's right, I said we'd talk. Marcus, be a pal. Give us 4 or 5 minutes. Will you go have a cup of coffee?
Not now, dear. Professor Jones has a very important meeting.
I was hoping we'd have some sort of a conference.
Oh, I'll be back in my office around noon. All right? Noon?